Jacob Pancrase, the UFC Super Fight Champion. He's fought in Pride, coached in the Ultimate Fighter on Spike. He's fought Tito in Vegas, Sakuraba in Japan, and The Rock at WrestleMania. His place in history is secure, but his one final chance now at Royce Gracie redemption now lies in his own hands. And for 23 years, Royce Gracie has been the pebble in his shoe. The shoe he was not allowed to wear at UFC 1.
Are we still going to hear about that? The shoe he wasn't allowed to wear? It wasn't anything about his shoes. It was a tactical mistake. Sitting back for a footlock on a submission master, gave up his back, and that was all she wrote. The keys to the victory for this fight, he has to start fast. Gracie has been off since 2007. Get a fast start. That's when you get the guy with ring rust. And be the bully. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's more physical. That wasn't enough 20 years ago. Will it be enough now?
Jimmy's Keys to Victory brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
When we had a Jean-Claude Van Damme understanding of full contact fighting, this was the guy you thought would look like the guy who would win the tournament. That's what was so surprising. A skinny guy, a guy who weighed 170 pounds, choked him out.
They didn't make action figures that looked like Royce Gracie.
Exactly.
The world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
Gracie.
I am Royce Gracie.
I am
Royce Gracie. Royce Gracie.
Royce Gracie.
I'm Royce Gracie.
I am Royce Gracie. I am Royce Gracie.
We are Royce Gracie.
I am Royce Gracie. Royce Gracie. Royce Gracie. Royce Gracie. Royce Gracie.
Gracie train rolled into McNichols Arena in Denver that night in November of '93. That train may as well have been a spaceship, because Royce Gracie and Ken Shamrock were two of 8 men going where no one had ever gone before. But Royce knew something everyone else didn't, and his jiu-jitsu, Gracie jiu-jitsu, was chess to everyone else's checkers. And what we learned that night in 1993, just what we were talking about, Jimmy, was that the book was infinitely more important than the cover. His family.
If you have a machine gun and your opponent has a spear, you will win that fight. That's what Royce Gracie had, technically speaking, and a weapon no one else had.
Jimmy's Keys to Victory brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
No surprise here. Get the fight to the ground. Doesn't matter if it's a takedown. He can even pull guard. Make it a long night. Royce has said several times, the longer this fight goes, the better off I am. That is his style of jiu-jitsu. Take the energy out of your opponent and finish him.
Does his age, or more to the point, the fact that it has been 9 years since he has been in this situation, does his style of fighting make that not as big a deal as people are making it out to be?
Yes, I agree. I mean, when the game went past Royce Gracie, when it went past Ken Shamrock, Royce didn't try to keep up with it. After 2000, when he came back, he fought an average of once a year until 2007. He didn't go through the beatings. He wasn't trying to take on kids half his age. He fought sparingly for those 7 years. That's why his body's in better shape tonight.
Did you ever think you would see Royce Gracie back inside the cage? It is all happening. The tale of the tape in the main event, brought to you by Dave & Buster's, the only place to eat, drink, play, and watch Ken Shamrock and Royce Gracie.
We just talked about it. Look at the 2 losses for Royce Gracie. Not severe beatings like the ones Ken Shamrock has taken since 2000.
Sakuraba and Matt Hughes, the only to put those 2 numbers in that column. Main event time, Michael C. Williams style.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miller Lite presents Bellator MMA from Houston, Texas, live on Spike. The time has come for Trilogy's final chapter. Tonight's second main event, 3 5-minute rounds in the light heavyweight and sanctioned tonight by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, Commission Chair Mike Mendez. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, at 6 foot, weighing in 190.8 pounds, MMA's first ever champion tonight, makes his return as he enters the Bellator cage with 14 professional victories, 12 by way of submission, along with 2 losses and 3 draws. Ladies and gentlemen, the MMA pioneer originally from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, now fighting out of Torrance, California, introducing Gracie. And across the cage is Anderson, fighting out of the blue corner. At 6 foot 1, weighing in 201.2 pounds, he too, a pioneer of MMA and former champion, tonight will once again step into the Bellator cage, bringing a veteran professional record of 28 wins, 16 defeats with 2 draws, 2 victories by knockout, 23 coming by way of submission. From Reno, Nevada, he fights out of Lions Den, Dallas, Texas, introducing the world's most dangerous man, Shamrock. In charge of the action, your referee, Jacob Montalvo.
Okay. Our gentleman's been over the rules. It's not a good free fight. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do so now. Good luck, gentlemen. Okay, round 1, gentlemen. Let's go.
The fight clock brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Cheers. It's Miller time. Soak it in. Now, we were told Royce Gracie taped his wrist but not his hands. What does that tell you, John?
It means he just wants to grapple. If he throws a punch, he could easily break every bone in his hand. I'm surprised the commission would allow that personally. I know a lot of them, they're in charge of the wraps. You don't get a choice.
All right, what's the upside of doing it?
You grip a little bit better. Yeah, if your hand's not wrapped, it's got a little more flexibility in his hand. It might help his grappling out. But if he throws a punch and lands on the forehead, it's going to break his hand. His gloves do not protect you at all.
It was imperative that he get this fight to the ground anyway, but now, yeah, no choice.
Yeah, you don't really have a choice.
And Shamrock feels strongly that it was his performance against Kimbo Slice last summer that convinced Royce Gracie that he could win this fight easily.
Convinced a lot of people that Royce could win this fight easily. That was not a great performance by him. At his moment on the ground when he couldn't get it, it's a one-punch knockout. He looked very prepared.
Yet as time went on, as this fight drew closer, and everybody had an opinion on it, and people seemed absolutely split as to who was going to win. We talked about the promotional debut of Ben Henderson coming up on Mohegan Sun in April, looking to make history, becoming a world champion in 3 promotions in 2 weight classes. Unrivaled Benson Henderson coming up immediately following Shamrock and Gracie here on Spike.
Royce Gracie trying to control the range with his feet. That was his weapon back in the day. Throw that push kick, come on in and grapple. Bring on a joint punch.
It seems like Henderson, that left knee got up. Jacob Montalvo is going to step in. And Ken Shamrock again saying he got hit low.
Great man said it, I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. It's going to have to wait for the next one. Shamrock. I want to see a replay of it because he went down like he was hitting the groin.
And Royce Gracie, who did not tape his fist, ends the fight with strikes.
You got the tie?
They were clinched up. He threw the knee. That's right on the head. Didn't go anywhere near the groin. Did not go anywhere near it.
What was Ken Shamrock reaching for? You see, his instinct was to protect his midsection when that happened.
That makes absolutely no sense. I don't know what he's yelling about. That's ridiculous. He was nowhere near the groin. We have it on replay. That's what slow-mo's all about. You can yell all you want, Ken. Unless it came earlier, the truck is telling me it did not.
He did it on purpose.
It looked controversial. There's no controversy in that inning that I saw.
We're listening with you, trying to get clues as you are.
Here's where they're clinched. Yeah, that left knee right to the top.
Was low.
The replay we had was too late. Look at it here.
There.
Now there's a delayed reaction. He didn't really react to it. 1, 2, then he reacts to it. That's why.
Is it possible for history to repeat the way it apparently just did? We will sort it out next.
The biggest thing is
Check out the finish of the night, brought to you by Street Fighter V. A new era of fighting games begins. Rated T for Teen. The knee they'll be talking about.
The replay, you hate to see the left knee right on the crotch. I gotta apologize to Ken. He's right. The second replay, the one we saw, was to the temple. That's when he reacts. It was a delayed reaction. We all know how that is.
All right, Jimmy, so many people watching for the first time. Explain where the onus falls when that happens. Is it on Ken Shamrock? Is it on the referee?
It is 100% on the referee. If he doesn't call, he doesn't say break or stop, you gotta keep going. So technically, Boyce is correct in doing what he did, but Ken's upset.
The official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, it comes to an end officially 2 minutes, 22 seconds. The new round, number 1, the winner by TKO, Gracie.
It is the first knockout victory in the career of Royce Gracie.
First, let me talk to you, Royce. Controversy at the ending. How did you see it? What happened with that finish?
I'm a fighter. I'm here to fight.
Referee doesn't say stop. You keep going until it's over.
We come from the beginning, where there was no gloves, no rules, no time limit, no weight division.
Ken, I know you're disappointed. Not the ending you wanted. Talk me through the end of that fight, man. How are you feeling?
I'm disappointed. I came here to fight, and I was ready to go however long it went. Just disappointed, you know. I mean, well, I don't know what else to say, man. I'm just disappointed. I got upset. I was wrong for getting upset because it wasn't Royce's fault. It's just the way. It's just the way. I really wanted this.
Well, thank you so much for coming out here and fighting for us two legends, Royce Gracie and Ken Shamrock, ladies and gentlemen.
The irony is not lost that at UFC 1, when Ken Shamrock and Royce Gracie first met, everything was legal, including groin shots. And it turns out all these years later, the two legends who began it ended tonight in Houston. We're back with you next Friday night, live and free on Spike, the Galvo Dantas Bantamweight World Title fight.